I just hit start streaming. We're live now. It's live. But it's looking like we got terrible stream health when this is red here, so it's not a good thing actually. But that's okay.
Why does it look like that?
Because that's just what's happening. This is like my intro screen, like. So I mean, but I want to talk to my faithful listeners out there. I just wanted to send a quick report that I am indeed not dead. I probably already had the coronavirus along with everybody else in my near vicinity. But honestly, it was pretty chill. I don't want to spread fake news, but honestly, it was pretty chill for at least somebody in my age range. Yeah, basically been fleeing for my life these last couple days or weeks, and have landed in some sort of random apartment with some other just random people that well, I guess not random, they're definitely like close to me people, relations and friends and family. So it's good to have some friends and some company during the apocalypse, because it's pretty rough out there. It's pretty rough out there. And yeah, my guests are sitting here. They haven't said much yet, but we're going to pause for this introduction. All right, so yeah, welcome to the show. The show continues in the apocalypse. I mean, where I am currently has not the same level of internet as to where I was before. So it looks like the stream health is definitely in the red. You're going to get some buffering. You're probably not going to be able to watch this. And also, you're probably in America, in which case it is 4 a.m. And you have nothing to do because you're stuck at home quarantine. So there's a good chance you're not awake at this moment in time. But if you are joining me, now or in the future, welcome to the show. I mean, the show goes on, and I just wanna have my guests slash prison mates slash forced cohabitation members here just say hello. We're working on a different mic situation, so maybe you guys could tell us apart a little easier, but for now, just I want to introduce everybody. First, actually, I didn't catch your name, but it's great to have you here. How are you dealing with the current situation?
Well, I actually made this happen, so I'm chilling hard. It feels good. I needed a break, and I got my break. But yeah, it has downsides. I don't know what to do about it. I guess now I'm just gonna go with the flow. And yeah, I have my tea in my hand. It's pretty chill.
Nice. Just to give a little backstory, that you may have noticed that was indeed like a female voice. I just happened to have landed in this quarantine with just a god tier level witch that is basically single-handedly responsible for this global pandemic. The power of her intention just knows no bounds, and yeah. You basically have that person that just spoke, who didn't mention their name. You have them to blame for the current outbreak. All right, let's hear from another one of our housemates, prison mates here.
Yeah, no. Coming back for my second appearance on the show. This is Joe Biden. I'm Joe Biden. And I just gotta say that, yeah, kind of fucked up in my opinion to have started the coronavirus. I don't think that was chill. I understand that you were feeling a little burnt out, a little bit stressed, but as the death toll is closing in on 3,000 in Italy alone, I gotta say, it's like, yeah, was it worth it? Was it all worth it to get that tea going on?
Totally worth it. Not regretting a thing.
Yeah, no regrets. All right. No, I get that. Honestly, I can respect the hustle.
I'm just rocking some sound effects here in the background.
No, I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell. I don't have my headphones on, but I'm assuming that the sound effects are primo. Yeah, no, everybody stay safe out there. We're going to be coming back at you later this evening. Thank you to those of you that have logged on already to check out the stream, get the truth about Syria, the truth about coronavirus. It's all available right here. Yeah, no, I say for those who are out there like worried about how long this is going to go on, or if life is going to go back to being the same that it was before this all happened, I think you can just rest easy that it's going to take forever and it's never going to go back to being the way it was before. So you got this. Definitely do crime. I'm thinking that the laws are basically suspended for right now. None of this counts. It's like Grand Theft Auto, although you probably don't want to end up in the hospital. But yeah, in the meantime, like, live your best life.
And steal things. Steal a bunch of things.
Definitely do property crime, which has always been cool and funny, but has never been like more important than it is right now.
I just want to jump in here and make sure it's clear that the views expressed by my guests on this channel are not necessarily my views, although all of the views just expressed in the last 2 minutes deeply align with my views as well. But I do not want to condone them in any way or support advocacy of violence or spreading the virus, maybe sneezing in your hand and then touching old people, possibly knocking on the doors and pretending to be a pollster, census worker, or maybe even administering the vaccine that has already been developed. I'm not saying doing any. Don't do those things. So you're seeing on our stream right now, right? I think we're just going to keep rolling in the format that we have been rolling in. Just looking at the news, and obviously the news is just a screaming, banshee, wildebeest monstrosity at this point that is just yelling in your face to do what you're supposed to do, which is, it seems to be just sit at home, live in fear, watch as much news as possible, and worry about the future. And as we have been doing on this show many times, basically the whole raison d'etre of this show is to look at the news, tear it back down, and make you realize that, well, actually they're just mind fucking all of us, and that you should maybe try to just keep yourself centered. And that's right. They've turned that all up to 1,100,000. The knob is broken off, the fear knob of the news. So I think the work we're doing here is even more important than it has ever been, and it is very hard to tell the fact from fiction. So now you can plug it in. Right, because the global supply chain is collapsing, lots of people are sick, or at least we're being told so much on the interwebs. And you just really got to keep your defenses up, not just your immune system defenses, because now that you're locked inside just breathing dust all day, it has to do with other defenses, right? Your mental defenses, those are critical.
No, you definitely got to keep your mind right, with everything that's going on. Like, it's never been more important to, you do watch the news, but don't consume so much news that it just drives you crazy, right? Because there's definitely a lot of limits on what you can do. When I was thinking about stuff that you can do,
Alexander technique. Right now we're doing it.
Alexander technique is good.
Yes. So what would you like to say about Alexander technique? Oh, that's hard.
Right, I forgot to mention we have a fourth guest in this house. So we got Joe Biden, we have the Queen, creator of the pandemic. We have obviously me, who is nameless but runs the Fake Truth channel. And our fourth guest is
the nerd who already lived in quarantine the last 2 years, so nothing changed for her.
Right, so we are very lucky to have a self-imposed quarantine expert who has been studying the art of quarantine over these past couple of years, and will really be able to help guide us on this journey that we're on as we sit in our homes and look for things to do.
Now, we're not really allowed to say exactly what her name is specifically, but let's just say you maybe can tell already from her speaking, her name rhymes with Splillery Glinton.
Yes.
So you put it together for yourself who our fourth guest is. That's just a little hint for the real heads out there.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to break with protocol and show you her. I'm going to show you her original, like her actual voice. So just give me 1 second to turn the filter off.
So, I was already planning to go to the Mars mission. So, I've been preparing for this like the last 10 years. And now I'm thinking my first advice to give the people in quarantine is, well, the bad news that the procrastinators will die first.
No, which is fair and correct.
Damn, chilling words from Hillary Clinton just now. Yeah, okay, we're still protecting her name. Sorry, Hillary. Spillery just dropped some serious knowledge on us right now.
Rhymes with chill dog.
Yeah.
All right, wait, here's an idea really quick. Okay, so maybe this is something that you run like this week or like depending on where things are at next week. Okay, so you go outside, you go up to people, and before you do this, like, make sure you're looking like shit. Don't take a shower. Like, get really like sweaty. Maybe wear a trash bag underneath your clothes so that you are really sweaty and appear like you have a fever. Walk up to people and you're like, "Yo, give me all your money and like food." And they're like, "No." And you're like, "I'll cough on your kids." And they're like, "Wow, okay." And then maybe do cough a little bit. You don't even need a weapon at this point to like steal people's stuff. So again, this is bringing it back to the crime angle.
And again, I'll keep smashing this button that I do not condone violence or looting in any way.
This is more a technique of persuasion than of violence.
Yeah, these are more symbolic ideas, but at the same time, just the edges of our capitalist society are coming apart at the seams. So I think things like laws and rules, it's just going to change, at this point. And it's sort of up to you to decide what you think is okay, right? If you think it's okay to go into your neighbor's home and steal their toilet paper and any other supplies they may have, like if you in your brain can make that okay with yourself, then I don't think I can be here and tell you to not do that because, well, it seems like basically we're on our own these days, and you're gonna have to figure out what makes you feel good and what makes you feel bad.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing that's unlikely to change in the near future. We were doing a tarot card reading on Moloch, the High Priestess's future last night, and why don't you go ahead and tell them what card represents what is to come?
Oh, the Hermit. Yeah, that's true. I even forgot my own card. Most of we did 3 runs with the tarot, and it all represented the future as it seems like we're gonna stay in this for a while, maybe for forever. You don't know.
Well, hopefully not forever, because well, I don't know. I think us humans are super useful for whoever's running this whole operation, and that we're definitely going to be they're definitely going to want to put us to use in this next stage, especially since no generation ever in the history of mankind has been brainwashed this heavily and this hard for this long. Like it's just a lot of time and energy invested, and I honestly don't think they're just going to leave us here in our apartments to wither away and die, because, well, otherwise they wouldn't have spent all that energy brainwashing us. They would have just left us with regular TV and not the premium, cutting-edge House of Cards level TV that we did get over the last couple of years. So I definitely think there's fun stuff coming in the future. Possibly some like prison camps, waiting in long lines, maybe some sort of alien invasion. Like really anything is possible at this point because they have us so wired to the information flow.
It's definitely the microchip. The microchip is the obvious next step for this.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't see the Mark of the Beast coming before this, I think you'd have to be sort of insane and not paying attention to not think the Mark of the Beast is coming next. Because how else are they going to keep track of who has the virus and who doesn't? And we'll get into the future more in later shows.
This whole thing is just to crash the price of labor.
Now, the worst thing is gonna happen that you will think that you stay in your house, so there's gonna be an illustration that you won't be even aware of what you're doing while they control your brain, even in advanced levels. So you're gonna become a puppet without actually knowing anything, but you'll see yourself as staying in the house. It's gonna be like a trap feature.
Definitely,
A trash feature.
I think Hillary and the Grand Witch may have missed like some of my streams in the past. So what we do talk on this channel a lot about are the subconscious cues and things in society that do get us to behave in certain ways without us actually realizing that we're being funneled into certain behavior. And a lot of it, what we look at in television, film, and TV is the use of colors and symbolism to reinforce certain ideas and to get us to believe certain things in certain ways, right? And obviously now, since we are all glued to our TVs and phones and information flows, that these techniques will not decrease. They will only get ramped up to past 11. We're done with any sort of film references now. We're heading into the quintillion level. If you picture a guitar amp with quintillion levels.
Make it better, but honestly, I don't want to, because I don't think you people deserve better. So
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, that was a dark statement, and I think it's in line with the world controllers, because right, our high priestess is obviously aligned. Like, we have some of the heaviest hitters in the global Illuminati in this apartment. It just sort of happened to lay down that way, and right, you heard it straight from her mouth. She could obviously stop all of this. All of this could easily be stopped this week or the next, and we could all get back to daily life as usual. But High Queen, nameless, powerful, COVID-causing priest is saying, no, we're just going to keep this rolling arbitrarily in order to crash and destroy everything that you ever knew about your life and your culture.
Let's get a F. Let's get some Fs in the chat if you want to go back to McDonald's. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of Fs.
Not seeing a lot of Fs. I wrote some F. That F is more for a false flag, which I would label this operation as such, but it's also in reference to.
All right, so no one's going back to McDonald's. The people have spoken, and the crisis will continue until, you know.
I mean, we'll see if we get any Fs later in the chat, because obviously, people are sleeping in America, and
stream quality appears to be extremely poor.
Stream quality is extremely poor. Yeah, I'm guessing you have some buffering, but also, yeah, if you're a bot, if you're a real person checking this out after the fact, just give us an F, some form of F, and well, now you may see on your screen now the camera, but we're obviously still continuing to mask our identities, but. Right,
for safety,
still a real person. I mean, we really can't get footage of Hillary Clinton out being in this apartment, because that's just that's gonna ruin the whole narrative. But just real quick, I just wanted to jump over because I have this article saved here, right? Because what we also like to look in the show at is connections in media that may just not be apparently obvious. And I'm a firm believer in the synchronicity